Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Vikings going up against the Redskins. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. They come up in an offset eye. They run with Abdullah. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd and short. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And Hill with it over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility?
They'll drop the throw. He's got time. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
– 12 yards to go on 3rd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to go up top again. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. On the punt there. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get it up the middle. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath for Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Now Gordon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Brought in by Walford, right side. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Washington first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go. Blue line.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Here's Gordon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch back.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And they'll give it to him here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempts. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with 1 complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll look to throw, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On play action, they'll throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll look to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Graham able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. They come out here in the eye.
Green, Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
Now a 20th carry. Number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing off, it gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Got a going to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion, Hill. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding time. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They run it here with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.